What is going on, all you Valorant fans, friends, and foes? Still Septilent and Cup of Frag to bring you our handsome voices, to bring you this wonderful Map 3. But before we jump into Map 3, I, of course, want to shout out Clearly once again, who have until October 30th, they have a 30% off your first pair of Clearly Gamer frames, which is insane. Glasses are very expensive, so 30% off is wild. With the exclusive code Valorant30. That's just one squished together word, Valorant30 at clearly.ca. 30% off, which is, like I said, that's wild when it comes to buying glasses.
That's a big win. And also, if you're looking to win, we do got some giveaways going on. We mentioned a little earlier. Something I want to mention to you, though. Join Clearly next weekend. Perhaps if this isn't your cup of tea and you're like, you know what? I like Magic the Gathering, though. Well, good news. There is going to be a Magic the Gathering Arena in September on the 25th and 26th, so later this month. And also for Shadowverse on October 2nd and 3rd. So, if you thought the Clear Throw Advantage series is done, no. We're just scratching the surface, and we're just scratching the surface as we jump into the map of Ascent. I can't wait to go through a nice breakdown post-matchup as well of Ascent. And right now, as you're looking at this, what do you like about this agent selection set?
Well, first of all, that might be the fastest agent selection I've ever seen while casting something. That was like 6 seconds, and everybody just insta-locked. That was definitely good, but I talked about this already. I'm very excited to see what the Sobas bring to the table. I think that's going to be really interesting because Ascent, like I've said it 1,000 times, it's a map that we all know insanely well. So these Sobas, they've 100% practiced these callouts, these ability usages, and I'm curious. I'm curious to see if the Sobas make the difference I want them to. I also want to point out Obey Alliance starting back on the offense. When they were on the offense last time, they 13-3'd. Will that carry over to Ascent? Will we see this continuation of the attacking team being the team to win? Who knows?
I'm shall tell, and as mentioned by another caster with Jack. Jack speaks of Sova's playground. That's what Ascent is.
Truly,
it really is Sova's playground. It stuck with me. That was last week, and it feels like, as I've said my entire life, you've got to get ready with those shock darts, with the recon, set your teammates up for success, and success early, almost for Basix.
Yeah, Basix isn't going to be able to find anything quite yet, even taking a little bit of damage in the process, but Wraith will be the first to fall. That's going to be not very good here on the side of FENRIR. You win Icebox so aggressively, you think they'd bring that same momentum in here, but now instead it looks like things are going to be starting off just a little bit unfortunate. Still plenty of time to turn this one around, especially because it's the pistol round.
Pistol rounds, a lot of people have their opinions on this, and we'll come back to what a pistol means. Right now, it means a lot to Team FENRIR that they're getting taken out one by one. It's 5 versus 2.
Yeah, FENRIR, they're just constantly being caught out in these 1v1s. And Obey Alliance, they're just moving as like a blob. They're just a huge unit. And that's really why they were able to win so many firefights in a row like that. A beam and a dream here. The knife was out from Super Monkey, but they did miss the double tap. Chooses to go for the ghost instead. That crouch button still working, folks. It was important to make sure that yours is as well. And Obey Alliance finding themselves up 1-0.
Can confirm crouch is working. Can confirm control is working. Also, I can confirm that this team is an alliance. You talked about being a unit. Yeah, they're like a boss coming through. And such teamwork so early. I love that. I absolutely love to see that. And Obey Alliance, we saw that in map number 1. Map number 2, let's just say they were a bit AFK. We saw some great frags, but overall for the team play, it just wasn't there. It was the X factor that was missing. It's back, baby. It's back on map number 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Map 3, that I like. Yeah, I like the way you said that the X factor has returned. We're gonna see if they carry that over into map 2. So no crazy buys coming out. Probably just sticking to the weapons they had. Probably sticking to your sheriffs, your ghosts. That's usually how round 2 seems to go. But I want to keep an eye on these entry frags because I think entry frags have really been these teams' bread and butter. The team that finds the first elim has usually been the team to win the round. But we've seen a couple of very aggressive kills. And speaking of 1 kill, how about 2? Let's spice things up. Let's get 2 kills in simultaneous there in favor of Team FENRIR. And if they win this round, that's going to be huge because this is the round they're statistically supposed to lose. So if they can win round 2, they can reset the economy across the board.
Oh!
They'd really keep the dream alive, and Basix trying to do just that. Classic Jet gameplay there, an amazing kill right into dashing into a wall. That's like a Jet staple.
That is a Jet staple. If you know anything about Jet movement, you'll know that's a trick of the trade. The spike's down too. I wanted to mention it. The spike is down off of that pick. So that's not just aggressive pick. That is the pick that puts it to a 2 versus 2. 30 seconds.
30 seconds
30 seconds left coming through. Oh, there we go. She said it with me. That was fun. We said that in tandem. But now,
One enemy remaining.
I mean, I was gonna say,
Spike
what
down
is
mid.
Complex gonna do here? We see Habib kind of caught out, going around far, rotating into market.
Thrifty.
Looks like they're gonna choose to guard B instead. Yeah, so Complex does find that kill, puts 3 on the board, and Team FENRIR winning the round. They're not supposed to.
No, that's all off the Marshall pick of Basix. Give a super massive high five and a pat on the back there. Most certainly wearing the glasses and seen so clearly that pick. It made the rounds. And if you've got a good jet on your team, I say a good jet, a jet that's hitting their shots and hitting bangers like that, you're going to have no problem getting yourself back into the game. Off of that, you've got Vandals. You've got a big buy coming in here from Team FENRIR.
Yeah, the Vandals coming out. I mean, it makes sense, right? That second round was basically just round 1 again. The team that wins is going to buy the Vandals. The Vandals going to go for a bit of a force buy. It's almost an equal playing field in terms of weaponry here, but instead we're going to see how effective Habib's arrow is. I'm going to guess pretty darn effective. Yeah, able to find both the KJ and Black Moose there. So now, probably going to force a rotation around for them.
Big question, mate. Are they going to expect a Vandal? I don't think I would. I'm not sure if I would. There's been so little frags so far from Team FENRIR. So how impactful this Vandal can be, it can be super high impact if they're to hold this angle here. That being said, though, I think he scared him off with the recon dart.
Yeah, Habib just going to go ahead and give up
Spike
point
planted.
B. That is what's interesting. Yeah, the spike's been planted, so they must be going for that plant onto A. Basix is going to be able to find Black Moose, so the Sova falls. No more recon.
for
Picks up
two!
Swarms as well. Oh, back-to-back Mad Lad there. Basix finding 2 kills, making it a 5-3, and FENRIR, they might just storm in. They might just kind of blindfolded hold W and hope for the best, but no, back-to-back
One
Elan
enemy
through.
remaining.
Mildly disastrous, however. It looks like Team FENRIR is still going to be able to keep the dream alive. 22 HP. Sujay will fall. So yeah, okay, FENRIR a little bit shaky there. Probably the closest round I think we've seen in a little while, but able to turn that around and remain victorious.
We didn't catch it on the feed, and that's Snowfort production. What a bizarre flank coming in from Jet.
I agree.
What an absolutely bizarre flank. The two Sheriff one taps because I spit my words out, but that's the thing of it. It happened so damn fast.
It really did. We've seen a couple of rounds that are like 6 or 7 seconds, but that definitely, it was a little bit slower of a round. However, that random flank coming through is certainly a weird one, but we'll have to see if they continue kind of that less conventional play style moving into the rest of Ascent, because this is, like we said, folks, we're basically at a complicated 0-0. Whoever wins this is a winner-takes-all scenario.
It is, and for Obey Alliance, they're going to kick himself for losing map number 2. But for a team like FENRIR, they're going to be gassed, they're going to be juiced, and you can see that from a double updraft there.
I absolutely adore that play. I every time a Jet does it, I get so excited. That double updraft into the Blade Storm over top, like nobody's waiting for that. Nobody
Never.
thinks you're gonna do that. Like that is absolutely absurd. I love it. Didn't unfortunately work out. I think it got a little bit of damage, but I think that damage was also slowed up. Super Monkey did fall, so that you do get a trade off the back, but to double updraft Blade Storm, you want maybe more than half a kill.
I've got your trail.
And talking of, well, looking at Blade Storm and the opportunity to get that, that's all off of that flank. That's all of that 6 Sheriff double one-tap flank. Right now, Blade Storm looking to retreat.
Yeah, the Blade Storm commit that last knife and just decided to get out instead. Okay, they're going to get presence of A once again. We're going to have to see if they're able to find the kills off the back of it. They know somebody's in heaven. Might be able to find like a wallbang kill if they try, or take a ceiling bang kill, but there's a couple of elims in favor of Obey Alliance. However, it's going to be a perfect trade back and forth.
Player standing.
Full HP Sova. Habib finds one, but Soba finds Sova. What a mouthful there, but an amazing kill nonetheless. And Obey Alliance, they've tied things up again.
Say that one 10 times fast, mate. I dare you. Don't do it. It's that's something we'll be stuck with, and we'll hope you have to move forward for the rest of our cast. Hopefully, both these teams can keep moving forward with these rounds. It's such a tiring game of Valorant when it's punch for punch, kick for kick, and at this moment, I don't want to say either side have a heavier punch or a heavier kick. It's been so even.
I'm excited. I'm excited that my prediction was right, because this is definitely the closest we've been. I'm not sure if we've had a map where the teams were 2 points away, except for 2 and 0, because this has just been so one-sided for both teams at one point or another. But now, like I said, Ascent felt like a level playing field, and we're certainly seeing that in the score report. 2-2 going into round 5. This is without a doubt the closest we have been.
It is, and this is what you want to see out of any team. It's a round of 16. You've fought your way to this point, and you've got to keep that confidence high, man. You've won your game. You've won one apiece. Even playing field. Prove you're better. Do something spicy. And we see the double up draft. What else could we see from these one tricks?
I would love to see some more unique plays like that. We are in Sova's playground after all, so I mean, I want to see some crazy Sova lineup, some crazy action, and actually Super Monkey does find the counter kill, but losing your Jet or your Sky like that, mildly disastrous. Definitely something a character you're going to want back. Swarns is going to be able to find that wallbang kill onto Wraith, so Obey Alliance, they've got the numbers advantage. However, Bazix and Habib, if anybody's going to win kind of a back-to-back like that, it's going to be these two. A phenomenal dart up close and personal. You force them to kind of put their crosshair and destroy it, and Swarns just meets a shock dart in the face there. Going to be immediately taken offline. 3v2 turns into a 2v2. It's a great opportunity for FENRIR.
One enemy remaining.
So much damage. I've got goosebumps from these Sova plays. Around, surely. That could be taken here from Team FENRIR. It's gonna be off that recon dart set.
Habib just powerhouse. What did I say? I was literally just saying. I was like, I feel if any of these players are gonna be able to clutch, it's gonna be Habib or this Jet. And I was spot on. 10 HP clutch coming through. It's the second time Habib has clutched on low HP like that.
Sova just swinging from the monkey bars. It definitely is a playground for him with plays like that. The recon, just pitch perfect. I know there's 2 generator. I'm going to pre-fire that, do some damage, gets the shock dart twice. 2 for 2 with the shock darts. And usually you expect to see that where Habib is right now, right? You expect to see that over the close to wall site, close to hallway, a couple of shock darts, the recon plays. And I like to see also the switch up a playstyle coming in from Habib.
Absolutely. Bazix, that was odd. Had somebody in the line of sight and then chose to kind of ignore them a little bit, trying to catch, I believe, something else out in the action. It's going to be a very slow push. They know Bazix is in the corner. They just don't know exactly where. If Super Monkey plays careful, plays smart, I think they win this fight. The Blade Storm, especially up close, just does more damage than you're able to process.
I like this kind of slow, methodical play we're seeing here from Obey Alliance. They do have the aim. They do have the precision. The guiding light comes through. Not going to do enough, but the trade comes.
The trade does come through, but not for long. Bazix goes for the flank, and CJ on a flank of their own. That long-term Astra flank really paid off. Not being with the team was a serious risk, but you snuck up. You found an amazing elim. However, Habib is still alive. Oh, never mind! I was just about to say Habib is still alive, but Soba finds the Sova once again, and Obey Alliance, they're still up 2.5 to 2.
Obey, my sheriff, one taps at Obey Alliance. This is a round they shouldn't be in this power position of. Not at all. Guns galore for Team FENRIR and so much more to do. Going through the Cosmic Divide, but it's going to be Soba. Soba with the 4K.
I'm 100% sure that Phoenix just died on accident. I'm 100% sure that Phoenix was not trying to take a firefight. I think they were just walking through the wall, trying to analyze, but Soba was firing right where he walked out, able to find technically a collateral kill there. That was rough.
That's like sandpaper. That's like brushing sandpaper in your tongue. Not good. Not a good vibe.
Not a good vibe at all. You'll never catch me doing that twice, you know what I mean? That is definitely a bit of a mistake, but now Habib with the Ares, the wallbang, there's players over there, but you are not aiming in the right spot, unfortunately. Oh, Wraith, Flash, not able to do much. Oh, what? Oh, that's so clean. Clip it, but end it right before Wraith dies. Just go for the 2, because that was clean as a whistle, and now the Seeker's coming out with the Ares, obviously going to fire a lot faster than the Seekers can travel. Great shock dart around the corner. Soj does find that KJ there, so it's going to be a lot of damage now. A 3v3 once again. Bazix with the classic. Picks up a kill. Black Moose is going to find Habib, so 3v3 turns into 2v2. 4 individual agents, 4 unique agents at the table with Bazix. Picks up that Sky. Black Moose has that ultimate, but can't use it to kill both. Going to have to play really careful here to succeed.
Spike just tucked in there.
One enemy remaining.
In the ship right now. It's not ideal, but that's ideal. Shots like that are most certainly ideal. Weapon advantage is going to be sitting with Black Moose.
That was wild. That was an insane kill. You've got 40 seconds. You can play slow. Like, you can afford to play just a little bit patiently, and Complex takes a little bit of damage there. Black Moose still at 150. You've got the hot hands.
Oh!
No! You don't get to do anything as Black Moose there with probably the best play we've seen from them all day. Just comes through and finds a 3K. But Obey Alliance in the lead once again.
That is Black Moose saying, hey Habib, I see those Sova plays and Sova's playground ×2. And you got to love double trouble. Let's have a look at this replay. These one taps. Come on. Bring in the fire in the round of 16. We're not even into day 2 yet, but it feels like day 2
absurd.
with the effort these players are putting in, Seb.
This is the first game on stream, and this is how it's going. I cannot wait to see what we've got later on today and tomorrow as well. This is just high-quality gameplay already. Bazix with an early Bladestorm in mid, so definitely a unique choice. Probably just going to wait for somebody to peek that corner. Hopefully it goes a little bit better than the last time they chose to peek mid. Sujay lurking in the back a little bit. It's going to be all about that entry kill. Is Bazix going to be the one to find it? Saw foot.
Flipping through full daylight, trying to pretend like they're a shadow. Is Bazix on that blade storm? Razor going to be coming through, and it's not going to matter what happens because Obey, they can't pass. They can't get into sight.
Yeah, I feel like I was watching a movie with an old wizard dressed in gray there for a second because Obey Alliance certainly could not pass. They were not allowed to do that, but Team FENRIR, that was clean as a whistle. That honestly was. There were a couple of kind of uncomfortable things in there, but it really feels like FENRIR, that felt like their first intentional round. And I know that sounds crazy, but that felt all calculated. And if they can keep that up, they could really start to run away with a lead.
It's good util use. You saw nice use of Nano Swarm. We haven't seen enough of that from Team FENRIR. And it's not because they don't have the util. I think they're just trying to play too dynamic on what's going on. Get your set plays, get that set defense, and just play off of the util. Crucial for Ascent, and hopefully they're getting tuned into that playstyle right now. Gravity Well trying to do what it can to cause a bit of a disruption and catch a few people off guard there.
Absolutely trying to catch a couple of people off guard. And I'm surprised Soba actually went for the ult orb there, because I guess, you know, you're confident nobody's around the corner, but if somebody does turn that corner, you're dead. You're dead. You can't pull your gun out fast enough to win that firefight unless they miss, you know, every bullet. But that's not going to happen in high quality, high octane gameplay like this. 4-4, 60 seconds left on the clock, moving into the end of round 9. This very realistically could be a 6-6 in the half.
It better be. We've seen definitely 2 one-sided affairs. We're just talking about that on the off stream. Give us more to talk about, and they are. This has been the most flourishing, convincing map we've seen so far. And Ascent, you talked of it sort of being that best of one map. I think we're seeing some magic here. The lockdown's coming down. The bullets are raining down as well. Running back, gets one.
Oh, Habib. Finds 2, so you're really able to give FENRIR that great opportunity. We talked about them finding their momentum a little bit, but this round it does feel a little bit back to that lucky side, you know?
What?
It's all a little bit of a sloppy play, and never mind, luck is certainly not on their side. Looks like they're going to be able to win, but barely by the skin of their teeth. Wraith picks up that final kill, 88 HP. But I was so confident that round was over. I thought FENRIR had that in the bag, and all of a sudden, 5v2 turns into 1v2, and I got scary.
Obey are brilliant on their trades. I think they're probably undisputed in this serve right now. They are the better team with the trades. But Team FENRIR, I am so impressed from what we've been seeing. Also, just to add note on this, the operator was saved by Wraith after that clutch. So not only did you clutch in the 1 versus X, you get the operator back into your Jets hands. Bazix started things strong. If he gets this pick, this could be a round change. Oh, the timing. The timing.
The timing is impeccable. Truly, it is. It is so careful. It is so calculated. And these players, Black Moose might be able to. No, I was gonna say might be able to sneak up on Bazix, but Bazix is gonna turn around just as I say that. There. Oh no, no way! How do people see that fast? That's insane. I watched it happen with my own 2 eyes. I'm still not sure I understand, but Wraith might be able to find a couple of high-quality kills here if they peek this corner appropriately. Not going to be able to pick up the first, but there's 2 more. There's 1.
No!
There's 2. There's 3. There it is! Wraith with the triple kill. Not only a triple, but a flawless for Team FENRIR as well. That is a chef's kiss of a play. Great coordination there. Great dodging. Great rotations. Amazing. Amazing play from FENRIR.
Flippy, can we go back to A site? I need to get my jaw. My jaw's fallen over in garden because that play, that's criminal. That is absolutely criminal.
Truly, here it is
look
again.
At this replay. Like,
so
the
wall
util
bang fails, the util comes through, Very lucky that Sojoy had already taken a little bit of damage, but there it is, or Sujay, excuse me. Black Moose and Super Monkey just straight up bit the bullet. That was amazing.
Back-to-back clutches for Wraith. Back-to-back.
Oh, you know what? That's probably what Bad's assuming last time when they peeked up like that. Probably waiting for the owl drone, because that was really weird to me that they chose to do that, but now it makes sense they're waiting to find the owl drone. Taking a lot of damage in the process, but even one kill makes your trade worth it. However, down to 68 HP with not even a hit marker to share for it. This is going to be tough. Habib going to be going in. A little bit of recon. Might be able to find something. Oh!
Sees one!
No!
Again!
Oh, again! Habib just loves these up-close and personal shock darts. Absolutely amazing value off the back of him as well. Sworn's trying to clutch, but honestly, at this point, Wraith is the clutch factor. If they are alive, this is a winnable round for FENRIR.
Don't write Soji off, though. Don't you dare write Soji off. We've seen
Very
some mental play so far today. This one, though, 50 seconds. Looking that 1 versus X, that 1 versus 3. There goes the X-ray. We're locked in. We're loaded 100 HP here for Soji. Gets 1. Can he get 2? He cannot get 2.
Just can't react. We saw like the wobble, like they looked over toward logs but didn't process someone was there, and then they had to flick back. That actually happens a lot in Valorant when you see players check a corner. They kind of assume nobody's going to be there, and sometimes it's like, oh wait, and then you're dead already because somebody was actually in the corner. But I agree, Sojay doing a really good job so far. We got to check out this replay here. Up close and personal, the sky backs right up into you, and just insult to injury with the shock dart there. Could have just fired a bullet, but no, let's make it fancy. Let's put on a show. FENRIR, though, I've got to say, I commented, I really felt like they had found their footing, and I stand by that statement. They have not dropped a round since.
No, I want to see a Sova in every game. If there's not a Sova in every game for FENRIR, they are doing it wrong. The kind of plays we've seen have been a gobsmacking. A gobsmacking also is going to be that lockdown. What problem is this going to cause for the attack?
That's a really aggressive lockdown, I think, especially because you didn't put it in a spot. Like, Heaven is still, like, half open. Like, yeah, look at that. Like, most of Heaven is still uncovered. Now, luckily, wow, a judge kill from that far. Just a Must picked up those last 2 or 3 HP, but now, Felix, we're going to see that trade come through. Falls. Complex does find a kill. Bazix puts another one in the ground, and all of a sudden, lockdown or not, I mean, if anything, Obey Alliance, they're being locked down. They're being straight up grounded here. Super Monkey finds that second kill with Complex, puts that jet back in the Shadow Realm. Sworns, you've got a Vandal and a Dream,
look at the spike.
But winning a 3v1, almost impossible.
The spike's out of the way, though, and they're hunting for these frags. They're in a sprayed up position. The spike's by the door. The spike's by the switch.
Oh, I like the window break. You're making them look the wrong way.
Oh, the gun barrel must have been seen. Can the flick be good enough? No, it can't have been. He's been too OP this game.
Rotations like that, you gotta look straight at the ground and just hope nobody shoots it, because your gun barrel will give you away a solid 8 or 9 out of 10 times. Absolutely amazing value coming through there. FENRIR, this feels like Icebox. I've got to say it's 8-4. They're 1 round. Excuse me, no, that was halftime. That is 8-4 at the half. That's rough. It's certainly you can come back from this if you're on the side of Obey Alliance, especially because now you're rocking on the kind of more comfortable side a little bit. You're rotating on the defense, which your team seems to be built for.
It is the team that's built for that. You look at the duelist composition, though, and that goes back to the fundamentals of, I guess, everyone has their own meta in Valorant, and that's the beauty of this game. There's not a wrong choice of what you can make, but in this scenario, I'll tell you a right choice, and that's going to be for Team FENRIR. They've got 2 duelists. This is a map where you've got some flashes, you've got some trades available. This could be theirs, and it was 4-4. This map all of a sudden is topsy-turvy.
Yeah, topsy-turvy indeed. I mean, this has just been... I don't even know what to call this because it was so close to the beginning. FENRIR, they had 1 round that felt just a little bit more calculated than the rest, and they have been just walking on that momentum ever since. It's going to be very aggressive. If they find this kill here, like if they go up 9-4, that might be all they need to win this, because if they can carry that momentum even further, they could win 2-1 over Obey Alliance.
And what a check mark, what a notch in their belt for their professional esports career that would be. Looking good so far for this pistol round. The bot gets a frag.
The turret, current top fragger in round, able to find 1 elimination, but will be unfortunately taken offline there. Team FENRIR, Complex in particular, why did this Phoenix not come out earlier? I mean, it has been very impressive. I get Ascent is technically Phoenix's best map, but just very impressive gameplay across the board so far. Team FENRIR up 4-1. The Jet already caught out. Super Monkey taking a little bit of damage. Yeah, just walking right into a firing squad. Not much you can do. FENRIR, they found that 9th point win there in round 13.
Let's build off of that though, Seb. Fantastic point, mate. Why do we not see a Phoenix before? Run it back. You've got the option to. And complex. Yeah. It's not complex for him. It's goddamn simple. He's making this look so simple, and it's not. It's really not with your Phoenix there. 14-7, 2.0 KDR, and so I'm convinced. I'm sold that FENRIR are going to take this to match point very shortly, and that comes from solely the aggression that we've seen.
Yeah, the aggression. I feel like I mentioned that a little while ago when I talked about it was weird. They chose to go patient again, like in the middle of a map, and I remember commenting like, why are you slowing down? It's been working so well for you, but CJ is going to be able to find one, finds two. Show me a third. Show me a third. Let's clip this one too if it happens. All right. I just wanted to say that in case our production team wanted to get ready for it, but now it's just going to be the back-to-back. Only two this time. I guess that's okay.
We'll let you off. Two one-taps.
Yeah.
We've seen a couple of sets of two one-taps, and we want to see more. Maybe an ace. It is going to be.
I'm just getting greedy at this point, honestly.
Yeah,
these players, they've been giving me
greed.
such good plays. I mean, it has just been so entertaining. I'm a little disappointed we haven't seen even a single ace. How many 4Ks have we seen, but not a single 5K coming through yet?
Yeah, that's such a good point. And this feels like a best of three that deserves an ace. These players have been popping off all over the place. Complex, keeping it coming, keep it going, baby. And a 2K for the double-figure achievement round. Achievement unlocked. Team FENRIR have got themselves in a pole position, and it isn't a close game right now. This has turned into a FENRIR finish as they cross that checker finish line and go past the flag. I'm nervous for Obey here.
I am as well. Because I feel like if there's a round to re-establish your momentum, this is it. Look at the commitment they're making. A full buy, light armor, probably very little to no utility, and if they lose this round, their economy is unsavable. They will never be able to get the economy back to full buy again if they lose this round.
No, they won't. That's it. Night. See you later. Shut the curtains, and there's nothing going on backstage either. It would completely be curtains closed if they were to lose this one. Hate to be that guy, but Econ struggles at this point in the matchup. In your third map too, you're going to be less impactful on those ecos, and Soba trying to do what he can to stop the push.
Yeah, Soba does find that one equalizing kill, able to take out the Phoenix of all people there, so that's going to be great. You don't see that running back making an appearance, at least not in this round. Swarms turns their back at the worst possible moment. Sujay does find Bazik off the back of the spike, has been planted, so a great opportunity here. Is this the moment to shine? I really am very excited to see what is brought to the table. 3-3 matchup. The Astra taking a lot of damage on the side of Obey Alliance, but rotating in from heaven. I'm not a huge fan of the Owl drone. All you did was give yourself away.
Yeah, you've thrown the position essentially, and then a retake. So important is the positioning. Black Moose though, wallbang with the areas. Good place to start.
There it is. There's one kill, but no, there it is. Wraith finds it. A 20 HP Astra here is going to be able to try to save the day, but Sujay will fall, unfortunately. Wraith does find that third elim, and sounds like the spike isn't going to be able to do much as that timer does come to a close.
Wraith, 16-9. It's an Astra.
Wow.
It's an Astra.
It's an Astra diff right now, let me tell you what. 16-9 versus 9-13. So that is certainly in favor of Team FENRIR on the side of the Astra match. And we take a look at the Jet matchup as well. We're looking at 12 versus 5 in terms of elims. Just a lot of, we're seeing a couple of mirror matches here, and almost always is the player on FENRIR performing better.
Sincerely, and you talk of the double duelist show as well. I think that's a big problem they're suffering from right now with Obey Alliance. How can it be impactful with one duelist if that duelist is not popping off? But who's popping off? It's Team FENRIR that are popping off. They're treating this exactly like deathmatch, and they want to get right away to those max frags.
Absolutely. We saw a bit of a sloppy dash in there from the Jet on the side of Obey Alliance as well. Just dashed right into 3 players from the enemy team. Not exactly something you want to be doing, in terms of getting hyper-aggressive and looking at a team. But all things considered, there's definitely some good opportunities to turn this around. Sujay just, I mean, not even missing with this Sheriff at this point. I've got to say, even though Obey Alliance is down right now, Sujay is doing all they can. Truly.
Match point.
But we've had today, and I'm almost speechless because I love Sheriff One Tap so much. And personally, it's
so
something
many.
I've been working in the aim labs to perfect. But it's so bloody difficult, Seth, to
Very,
hit those
very.
one taps consistently. We've seen almost, I want to say, every player in the server at least get a 2K. Wraith to mention from one off the top of the head. Habib's got some disgusting one taps. And Soja, you're right. There is so much skill in this server. And FENRIR, they're the underdog in this story. I have to say it.
Get out of my way!
Yeah, they are very much so. And we hear a little bit of action coming out there. I believe there's a blade storm on the side of Team FENRIR used just a moment ago, and we hear the run it back used as well. So they
here
are
we
dumping
go.
every ultimate and more into this. They want to win this round. They want to put it away. Swarns does find the run it back there on Complex, but that's the beauty of the ultimate is you get to live again. You get 2 lives. So now it's going to be what can be done with the second one. Not much as he walks face first into Soba's bullet there. Haircut comes a little bit too short there. Bazik is going to be able to find Sujay as well. An effective blade storm already. 1 kill's already worth it.
It was a fake too, so all that noise, the run it back, that was just the white noise to deafen their opponent. 4 versus 4, sight, lockdown and more here for Team FENRIR, and I think it's night-night.
Yeah, it truly may be. That's a pretty good arrow. It's not going to be able to find any kills, but you get a little bit of action there, and oh, Bazik doesn't even have to think about it. There's the dash.
There
And
you
oh!
go!
Attackers
The
win.
4K Team FENRIR crawling back from the very edge of defeat there on that first map, 13-4. They storm Icebox and they never slow it down. Team FENRIR, they just gave us quite the show.
Team FENRIR, to give you perspective, right? They got mugged on the first map of this best of 3, and we'll come back to that storyline. Just focus on the frags for the time being. Even performance, 10, 16, 16, 17, 17. So all those frags there, it wasn't a high fragging game, but it was all about the impact frag. Super impactful, great trades, and didn't do any more than they needed to. What a performance from FENRIR.
Yeah, just, I mean, across the board, amazing. Yeah, it's even phenomenal, just matchup, all things considered. Great way to start. Great effective combat all the way around from FENRIR. Things weren't as clean as perhaps they may have wanted on Split, but they really, really brought it back on Icebox. They never slowed down on Ascent. And all things considered, I talked about these teams being kind of 5 strong across the board, and I feel FENRIR really was that today. You said it yourself, 10, 16, 16, 17, 17. There's nobody running off with a 30 or 40 bomb. It's this team as a whole just cleaning house.
But how did we start things? And that I think that's the plot twist to this matchup, isn't it? And we're not over-sensationalizing. We're not trying to overhype. It has been that kind of best of 3. You look at the Masters yesterday. This is, I guess, a similar narrative in how up and down and roller coaster and some upsets that we've seen obey. I mentioned it. They've taken the likes of the Mafia. They go to the grand finals of the Vanguard Championship Series. And even today, FENRIR, a team that I saw yesterday, they lost yesterday in the contended circuit quite early on, might I add. And to come back today with a fresh mental, and as I mentioned, the plot of they were mugged in map number 1. It was daylight robbery. They picked up that wallet from the ground. They got a new job, and they made it their job to get themselves back into this game, winning things for map number 2 and map number 3. I salute you, FENRIR. Great performance, Obey. I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully we'll see you again at the next clearly frame advantage. But for the time being, FENRIR, take that dub, soak it in, absorb it, and get prepared for what's to come for the rest of this tournament.
Absolutely. And honestly, the rest of the tournament's going to be coming at us in just a couple of minutes. We are going to throw it to a super short break here once again. We're going to get our 2 new teams in here for our second best of 3 of the day. But of course, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Septilence, why do you keep talking about glasses? And honestly, it's because Clearly just gives these super cool glasses. You might be saying, oh, I wear contacts. I have great news, guys. You can wear non-prescription gaming glasses from Clearly with contacts in. Nothing to worry about. Anyway, we'll talk a little bit more about Clearly when we get back from this break. We'll see you folks right back here for a brand new best of 3 in just a couple of minutes.